Hey guys, TrepChains here on the Diablo Immortal Alpha, checking out the Temple of Namari dungeon.
Sargoth betrayed us. For his terrible crime, he was imprisoned for eternity. Or so we believed. When I faced him again, something had changed. His rage had grown, granting him terrifying power. I fought with all my strength. Everything I had. I failed. You must not.
The Temple of Namari dungeon is located within the Bilefen zone. Typically, a dungeon will require you to kill the final boss, in this case Sargoth. Sometimes you'll have extra objectives with the bounty. I do have a bounty right here in Temple of Namari, however, its objective is just to kill Sargoth. In this particular dungeon, there is a lot of dialogue, which isn't necessarily apparent in other dungeons. For example, I had to click Namari there to move this along, and find that at the end in the Sargoth fight as well.
The barriers that block us also serve to hold back his power. When one is breached, the others bear the strain.
We just have to wait for these dialogues for Namari to clear the barriers before we can move on in the dungeon.
Only grow stronger. Be ready.
So we're breaking down the barriers one at a time and just killing the mobs in between.
Summoning beyond this barrier, hero. Kill the mages, and the ritual will end.
Okay, through we go. This one you can see here, initially the mages on the outside have shields. We have to kill an amount of stuff in the center before some of them start losing their shields. So the top one's lost his shield now. We can take him out. We need to kill some more stuff. Now the bottom left one has lost his shield. And then finally the one over here on the right will lose the shield.
Well done, champion. I am activating the gateway to the final chamber. Go and do what I could not.
So in this final chamber, we do have Sargoth. But before we have Sargoth, we will be fighting 3 different demons. We don't know which ones they are. They are random spawns each time we do this fight. Got to wait to see which ones we will have. Sounds like we have Cold Snap first. Go. So you can tell by the dialogue which boss he's going to pull out, basically. I am just doing this at Hell 1 on my Demon Hunter, so this is pretty simple for me at the moment. Waiting for the dialogue.
To defeat a demon is quite an ordeal, isn't it?
This particular boss is a new boss in this, the Fallen War Matron. I consider her the Butcher's wife because she kind of looks like that. And down she goes. As I say, it is pretty easy for me at this particular difficulty right now.
Look at you. Tired, weak, unfit to inherit sanctuary.
Next, Sargoth. Siegebreaker.
The living siege engine of hell.
Siegebreaker is pretty familiar to those of you who have played Diablo 3. Here I'm a little bit overpowered, I think, for Hell 1, so you should go down quite quickly. Jump around a little bit. And then finally, once we've got this third boss down, then we get to fight Sargoth. Each time one of these has died, Sargoth has pulled a bit more power to himself, and you'll see that at the end here. when he pulled the little blue kind of weapons in. There's the latest one.
Is at my command once more.
Here comes Sargoth.
Was promised, and you, filth, will not stand.
So while this is a shorter dungeon, because of the need to stop for dialogue regularly, it can seem, I guess, a bit longer or take a bit longer than it otherwise would if you're doing it on a reasonable difficulty. I'm just going to use my ultimate here and take Sargoth down nice and quickly. Since I've got my ultimate available, I might as well use it. There we go. Sargoth down.
What? Nothing.
So that is the Temple of Namari dungeon completed. Thank you very much for watching, and GG!